Coral bleaching. What is it and why is it? Well, you see, this is a coral. It's this animal, plant type thing that lives in the water. Very colorful and very helpful for other species. And now their color is made of these zooxanthellae, which stick onto the branches of the coral and provide the coral with nutrition and protection. However, coral, like most marine life, need very specific conditions to survive. When any of those conditions are out of balance, the coral's metabolism freaks out and it expels all that zooxanthellae from the coral's branches and leaves the coral looking pearly white. That is coral bleaching, and that isn't great. It takes away a major source of nutrition for the coral and leaves it vulnerable to death.
But Elias, it can't be that big of a problem, right?
But it is. Coral reefs are a keystone species, which means they provide shelter for numerous species. Shrimp, snails, worms, etc. Remember Finding Nemo? Exactly. Coral also provides nutrition to other species, such as parrotfish, sea slugs, crown of thorns, sea star. So lots of species rely on coral reefs as an ecosystem. Therefore, you can imagine the impact that coral bleaching has on those very same species that rely on coral for survival. Zooxanthellae loses its host. Some marine life doesn't have protection from the harshness of the ocean anymore, and species that had to rely on coral for nutrition now have lost a major source of food. And how about this? Coral bleaching is becoming more and more widespread as of recently. There have been numerous global coral bleaching events, with the most recent being just this year. The largest coral reef on the planet, the Great Barrier Reef, has had 91% of its coral reefs impacted by coral bleaching in 2022. While some species have been shown to recover, not all species can do this. So it's important to limit the impact that coral bleaching has on coral reefs, even if some can recover.
But Elias, that's nowhere near me. What can I do?
Well, let me tell you. You can donate to the Coral Reef Alliance or the NOAA's Coral Reef Conservation Program, and they'll put all the money that you donate towards helping coral reefs regrow. In addition to that, you can also tell your friends about the problem of coral bleaching and spread the word around. It's perhaps the most important thing you can do. More eyes on the problem and more care put towards it, the more that will be done. Specifically, indigenous cultures have expressed how stories can connect people with the nature that surrounds them. So tell people, spread the word, tell stories, have fun.
But Elias, I want to be hands-on helping the problem.
Don't fret. The world of coral bleaching research is heavily limited. Only now is the topic truly starting to be understood. So whether you want to take on studies regarding which species can recover after bleaching and how they recover, or if you just want to raise coral of your own, you can. All that matters is that you'd be putting care into these species that desperately need it. At the end of the day, the issue of coral bleaching is another part of the bigger issue of climate change. Life all across the globe is being endangered because of the effects of climate change, and coral is just one of them. Working every day to reverse the effects of climate change is the best for our planet, making sure that we keep the Earth as green and healthy as it can be.